I just want to mention one thing, that I'm so proud. If I wish my mother will come back for one moment to know that now Khalid, my older brother, is the general manager of the Palestinian side. Ali is the speaker of the parent circle from the Palestinian side around the world, and I am here talking about reconciliation.
Now I would like to add, because I was in the first meeting when her mother invited us over to Bet Umar. It was one of the most exciting moments of our lives. You cannot even imagine the sight of, 10, 15 Israelis going to the streets of Bet Umar in the middle of the Second Intifada. It was not obvious, and then we got into Khalid's house and she greeted us, and you could see Israeli mothers and Palestinian mothers crying together. It was like creating a new world, and her mother was like a queen who organized the whole event, and I will never forget her. So we will be happy to answer any of your questions. Please do not hesitate. Siham is especially an expert in the one-state solution or two-state solution.
Whatever 1,000 state solution, but give us a while to live.
Sì, una qualche domanda adesso, penso che sia una buona occasione.
Please do not hesitate. We have a lot of patience.
I have a question. I know you would be probably very tired of listening to this question, but do you think there will be a kind of solution to this conflict, whatever it could be?
It should be, because if we, us, the bereaved family, if we understand, if we believe that there is a solution, it must be a solution. Believe me. So if we start in a right way, in a right direction, with the simple people, the one who's paid always, the one who's should take the decision, if we can collect each other and understand that this is the only way to fix things between us, I think we will succeed.
I have no doubt in my mind. I wouldn't be getting out of bed in the morning if I had a little doubt, because people cannot live without hope. And if you look at the history, 15 years ago, if you would go to any Israeli or any Palestinian asking them, will there be an event where the Prime Minister of Israel, Mr. Yitzhak Rabin, will shake the hand of the leader of the PLO, Mr. Yasser Arafat, on the balcony of the White House? Nobody would ever believe you. And the two sides went towards each other from total denial, each other right to even exist, to understand the boundaries of this conflict, what can be achieved, what cannot be achieved. And in fact there is an agreement waiting to be signed, lying on the table. Everybody knows exactly what should be done in order to finish this conflict tomorrow morning. And I believe deeply that this agreement will be signed. It can take 1 year or 2 years. It can take 500 years, like in the Irish case. This agreement will be signed the minute the price of not having peace will exceed the price of peace. Then the two sides will crawl back to the negotiating table to start again exactly where they left off 10 years ago. And it will be signed.
Can you tell us something about the jails? The situations in the jails? No.
Yes, of course.
Well,
No.
it's too
Yes,
much.
of course. In the jail, there is nothing forbidden. They can use whatever they thought it's helping them to get information from people. They can arrested women, kids, men, whatever, even cats if they want. But for example, from Ali, my brother, who spent 7 years in the jail, he said that sometimes when they want him to tell things about my mother, what they use, they bring a chair and they put it in his stomach, the leg of the chair in his stomach, and they sit in it for 1 hour, 2 hours. And something else, sometimes my mother telling me that she spent 2 months and 5 days in a small room, stand up, full of what do you call?
Barbed wire.
Right.
Yes,
They-
like a needles.
yeah, barbed wire.
Everywhere, from up, down, everywhere, and she should stand up like this. 2 months, 5 days. To tell them about something about Ali. They want them to admit about each other. Sometimes they covering their head with a dirty bags for 1 day, 2 days, whatever. And of course, sorry. Of course, while they treat you as animal, it means nothing forbidden. They can use anything against you. My child, my son, the one who's in the jail now, they make him like 11 court, but they never,
Made the decision.
yes.
So, he hasn't got a sentence yet. He's
Yes.
on custody
Yes.
Yeah.
before trial.
And for example, we have something, I give it a name from myself. The hunting season. When the army enter the village, attack the village, they can catch anyone in their faces. And they can give him, they can say anything. For example, he threw bomb, he shoot us. They believe the soldier, not the Palestinian guy. And there is something else. For example, if anyone make anything, hurt any Israeli one, they catch him and they put him in the jail. But if there is someone killed your brother, your mother, whatever, no one following him. I mean, from the Israeli side, which it's not fair. So, how is the soldier behavior? This is what we want to change it through the woman, through the mothers whom raising their kids. When I start talk to the mothers, I tell her, for example, the Jewish mother, I want you to send your son to the army. I want him to defend his land. But what kind of soldier you send there? What kind of soldier you put in the checkpoint? What kind of soldier you put in the jail? You should put someone, treat us as a human. If we are guilty, there is a law. He can take his right through the law, not through his hand. So I think this is the most important thing that we did, to make a new generation of soldiers or of fighters, if we have fighters, who should reach this level of of humanity.